Okay, this should be fun. Just as a disclaimer before we get started, I'd like to say these are all my opinions, and if you get offended, that is your own problem, alright? Suck your mum. Dickhead. Pornplex. Waste. Let me stop there. Okay. Now that's out of my system, let me start by saying, I know this video is called Why I Hate London, but let me kinda take that back without taking it back. Because I'll start with this. I love London. I love the diversity, the energy, the rhythm. I love that I can hop on a bus and hear 5 languages before I get to the next stop. I love the shared experiences. The way that when you see another brother walking down the street, we've got the unspoken head nod. Like, it's natural to us. How we all collectively complain about the central line, or how we can all reminisce on when being able to afford 4 wings and chips was our biggest problem. I love the food, the slang, the fashion, the way that we kind of remix everything and make it ours. This city raised me. But loving something doesn't mean ignoring its flaws. And there's definitely a side of London culture, especially for black men, that I struggle with, that I need to speak on. So let's talk about it. Alright, firstly, let's start with the anti-intellectualism and the fear of depth. Let's be honest, if you're from London, you know this. As a kid growing up, being too smart, it was seen as that you're just trying too hard. You're a try hard, like you're doing too much. Like if you use big words, read a book, or ever dared to open up emotionally, you're embarrassing yourself. And it's this culture that trains young black boys to mock what they don't understand. Because we avoid depth, we avoid books, we avoid therapy, we avoid learning. And when you try to talk about something real, people either laugh at you or say that you're doing too much. And it's this mindset that limits us. And it's this mindset why there's so many young black men that are trapped in surface level identities, trapped in seeing themselves as just being one thing in a one box where they can't do anything else. Because daring to be different in this culture is seen as being weird, or you're trying too much, or you're like doing the most. And I personally think a lot of this is really solidified in the school system. I don't know about you, but as a young black man in school, I was very much aware how I was treated differently from my peers, especially my peers that were white or even Asian or different races and cultures. I can definitely remember feeling like I was being scrutinized a little bit harder than other people were. And this made me kind of not want to put my hand up all the time. This made me not always want to be like the person that has the answer, just because, I'll be honest, sometimes when you get it wrong, it almost stings a bit more. Like people laugh a little bit longer. The teacher might make an extra little comment and it's like, okay, maybe I should stay in my place. And I think the UK school system really does fail to like nurture the confidence in young black men. I don't think we really have a lot of role models to look up to when it comes to smart young black men. Of course, there's the outliers, like people like Akala, for example, but let's be honest, there's a reason why he's known, because he's an anomaly. It's very rare to find someone from his sort of background and his sort of history that is able to escape it and also be very knowledgeable about the reasons why he was even in it in the first place. Even on the sense of like our comedy in the UK and in London especially, it's all just based on brain dead shit. It's all just one level, one note, brain dead shit. Let's be honest, all the big social media characters in the UK, especially in London, none of them are known for their qualities of character or like their strong opinions on things. It's all like, oh yeah, they're like laugh pigs. People to point and laugh at, oh yeah, that's funny because X, Y. It's like the humor level in the UK, especially in London, is just so base level. It feels like it never really matures. And it's all about rewarding like just humor and bravado over any sort of thoughtfulness. Like it's always kind of been like not cool to think. I literally remember like having conversations with my friends when I was younger, and I would be telling them how I'm going through something or I'm thinking about something deep, and it's just like awkward silence, people laughing at me a bit, and all right, yeah, let's get back to talking about this. Let's get back to talking about girls. Let's get back to talking about football, whatever. There's always been this kind of like as I said, anti-intellectualism, where it's like you don't want to do too much, you don't want to stick out, you don't want to be seen as intelligent, because that's not what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be funny, you're supposed to be cool, you're supposed to be whatever. And I think this is where a lot of young men especially young black boys who do have this like softer, deeper side, they suppress it because they get laughed at by their peers, they get ridiculed by people around them, and they slowly start to learn that, okay, I can't be this version of myself that I want to be, so I have to hide it, I have to bury it. And what that breeds is people that are very insecure and people that have to use their bravado and their like fake masculinity and their fake confidence to go through the world. And the sad thing is, a lot of the time it works. A lot of the time it works, especially in London. Like if you want to be like respected by people, it basically means you can't be yourself. You can't actually be vulnerable, because that isn't what people respect here. People respect the guy that is heartless. People respect the guy that can make decisions out of nowhere and just go mad out of nowhere. People like that kind of guy. They respect him. And if you don't show that kind of sense, or you don't show that type of personality, people are just gonna push you to the side. On that note, let's talk about jealousy and the crabs in a bucket mentality. I don't know if it's me, but I feel like in London there's this like unspoken rule where it's like, if you're doing well, don't let anyone know. Don't tell anyone. Because there's just like this sense that like someone's always watching, someone always has like evil eye, someone's always like wishing on your downfall. And it's like people aren't watching like to support you. It's not to support you. It's kind of be like just to ask you like who does bro think he is? Like who do you think you are? Trying to do something. Who do you think you are? Trying to be a better person. Who do you think you are? Like chasing your dreams. There's always that sort of energy in London. Because instead of like celebrating each other's wins and celebrating each other's ambition and just celebrating each other in general, there's always a sense of competition. Like your friend that you've known for years, as soon as he's up, as soon as he starts making progress in something, there's a switch that people go through. It's like, oh, he's gonna leave us behind. He's gonna go and switch up and be a whole different person. Oh yeah, fuck him. Who does he think he is? There's always that sort of energy, and I think that's so toxic. There's a sense where they don't allow people to change. They don't allow people to grow, and it's what keeps everyone so stagnant. I don't know about you, but I feel like London culture has been stagnant for a while, and a massive reason for this is there's this element of just jealousy and always wanting to like be doing better than the next man. And it's exactly like the crabs in a bucket mentality, because a lot of us come from these deprived, poor backgrounds. A lot of our parents, they've been grinding for years, working. We've been seeing them come home from work every night, tired as hell. And a lot of us, we don't really acknowledge that although we're in London, you know, which is of course like a very rich area, very like, it's a very nice city from the outside. Like, when you're actually from the poorer parts in London, you don't really realize just like how bad it can be sometimes. So when you do see someone who's actually doing a bit better than people around them, when you do see someone who's trying to make a difference in their life, there's this sense of like, you're leaving us down here. And it's like, if I'm down here, you gotta be down here with me, bro. Like, if you're down here, if I'm struggling, you gotta struggle as well. And it's that sense that really keeps us down, man. Start a business, people are probably gonna clown you for a bit. When you've got like 50 followers and you've been posting every day and the numbers aren't going up, people are gonna clown you. That's a culture here. Laugh at people, point and laugh, because it's not you. Because I'm not trying, but he's trying and failing. Well, I feel better because I haven't even tried yet. That mentality is so fucked, but it's rabid in London. Like, you post your losses, it's like, loser. You post your wins, it's like, why, like, bro is doing the most, he's showing off. Who does he think he is? Like, you can't win. If we want to see a big shift in London, we need to start celebrating each other. We need to be able to acknowledge that if you have more, that doesn't mean I have less. If you're doing well, doesn't mean that I'm doing bad. Like, for a lot of people, yeah, they won't even acknowledge that you're doing something until they see a next man acknowledge you, or someone that they look up to acknowledge you. Like, for a lot of people, they won't even acknowledge that you're trying or you're doing something until they see maybe like you've got international recognition. Now maybe someone in another country likes you. It's like, oh, maybe this guy really is doing something. Maybe this guy really is this or that. It's like you couldn't see like their vision, but now they're up. You wanna be like, oh yeah, that's my guy. Oh yeah, I know him from X or Y. It's so fake. And of course, I'm not saying like you're not allowed to critique people. Like, you're not allowed to, I don't know, try and help people with what they're doing by critiquing what they're doing wrong. But a lot of the time, it doesn't come from a place of like wanting them to do better. It just comes from a place of like, how dare you do better? Like, you should be struggling down here with me. Like, I guarantee you probably know like a friend that's like starting a business, maybe a friend that's like been rapping for years. When's the last time you actually said, oh bro, like, I'm proud of you, man, for chasing your dreams. I'm proud of you for doing this. I'm proud of you for doing that. Me, like, there's a part of me that doesn't really want to show that love because it's been drilled into me that showing love is weak and showing love is just like, you don't do that until this person's reached X or Y, and it's all bullshit. It's all programming. All right, so let's talk about the roadman archetype and profiling. So as we all know, one of the most damaging stereotypes about London culture is the roadman archetype. And this roadman archetype has, let's be honest, it's taken over the whole of the UK. You will find guys that live in like the most cushy parts in like Kent, or the pushes, like the most like comfy parts in like, I don't know, can't even think of somewhere like bloody Oxford or something. And you're gonna see kids dressing up like roadmen for some reason. It's taken over. It's become almost the norm for a lot of kids and a lot of young people in general. And I think obviously it's been glorified in the media to an extent, while also being vilified. And it's almost become like the default term used for young black men in London from people overseas. They'll see a young black man maybe wearing a tracksuit, wearing a hoodie, that's a roadman now. And this has become really damaging because what this is profiling. This is literal profiling. And the thing is, it doesn't matter like your age, like your qualifications, where you work. If you're dressed in a certain way, people are gonna view you as a roadman regardless. I can tell you, I've been followed around shops. I've been stopped by the police, like side-eyed by strangers and shit, all because like I'm wearing roadman attire, which is literally just a hoodie and a tracksuit or some shit like that. And the thing is, it's messed up because not only does it criminalize us, but it boxes us in this identity. Because this like roadman archetype, the archetype of the guy that, you know, he's on the road, he's selling food, maybe he's got a knife on him, X, Y, he's selling drugs, whatever. This archetype is very damaging because, let's be honest, it's become like a viral sickness where every young black boy can be put into this category. And this is very dangerous because it's not just like little kids that are watching this. It's also adults. It's people in power, it's teachers, it's police officers, it's judges. Like, they're all being influenced by this archetype, and it's gonna seep into their subconscious. As soon as they see a young black man wearing a certain attire, he's probably about this, he's probably about that, oh, he probably does this, he probably does that. It's fucked up. What this has done is it's reduced humans like into these caricatures. You can be a fully fleshed out person who has a lot of diverse interests, a lot of diverse experiences, but as soon as you put on this tracksuit, as soon as you put on X amount, you're seen as this one thing. And what this does is that subconsciously for black boys as well, it puts them in a mindset where, well, if I'm gonna be judged like this, if people are gonna think I'm on this shit regardless, I might as well actually do it. I might as well fucking do it then. I might as well actually go and sell food. I might as well actually go and carry a knife. I might as well fucking do it if people are gonna think I'm doing it regardless. And that's tapped. All right, speaking of roadman, let's speak about the opposite side. So let's speak about being unconventional and how that often leads to you being ostracized. So from my own personal experience as a like non-typical black boy from London, I wasn't always into the same things that most of my peers were into. I liked experimental music, for example. I used to like weird indie kind of stuff going on. I had like a rock phase. I had a phase where I was really into like Odd Future and things like that, which obviously now doesn't sound weird at all. But at the time, people used to literally call me a devil worshipper for that shit. But you know, whatever. But I'll be honest, like being out of the norm as a young black boy from London, you were often ostracized and you were seen as like weird, or people would literally say, "Oh, like you're not black. Like, yeah, you want to be white, you want to be this, you want to be that." Simply because I wasn't falling into line of what they wanted me to be. Like, I got judged for that shit. I got treated like I was less black for some reason. I got treated like I was less masculine because I didn't fall in line and like the things that everyone else liked. Because when you're different in London, especially as a black man, like a young black man, you get ostracized most of the time. People are gonna say, "Oh, I don't know, this guy's weird. Oh, he listens to that. Oh, no, you're weird, bro. Oh, like you don't eat this same shit as us. Oh, you're weird, bro." And it's simply because people mock what they don't understand. And as we know, a lot of these men are ignorant. They're ignorant as fuck. And they're unashamed of that shit as well. So it leaves you with a choice. It's either you shrink yourself to fit in, or you just walk alone and you set your own path. And of course, I can acknowledge the part that social media has played in allowing, these weirder young black boys to have a space and a community where they can voice their opinions and be around other people like them. But let's be honest, this still isn't the norm. These these young men are still being seen as, the others in society. And I guess that again perpetuates the idea that there's still this image of what a young black boy should be. And if you don't meet that image or that criteria, you are still penalized by your peers and the people around you. Speaking of peers, let's talk about friendliness and, or the lack of friendliness and being a beg. Okay, if you're my age, so 25 plus, you're probably gonna have a visceral reaction to this. Like, I'm sure you all remember the feeling of walking up to someone, trying to start a conversation, and someone saying, "Nah, you're a beg," or "Yeah, stop begging it." That shit used to hurt. I'll be honest, that shit used to hurt, man. That shit used to hurt. And this is a narrative that I've only really found in London, where trying to make friends is seen as a bad thing. Like, trying to be friendly is seen as a bad thing. And it really just baffles me. Like, are we expected to just not not be friendly to each other for some reason? Like, just see each other as competition only, exclusively. Like, literally in London, being friendly, you're seen as being a beg. Like, you're trying to make a connection with me. Like, how dare you? Like, you can't compliment someone without being weird. You can't show love without looking like you want something. So everyone walks around with this nonchalant mask, like, "Oh yeah, I don't care, bro. No, it's not sort of, man. No, whatever, but I don't care like that." It's all bullshit. It's all fake. Everyone acts like they don't care because caring is uncool apparently. Like, caring about what I do with my life, yeah, that's not cool. And it's that mindset that creates this distance between us. Like, everyone wants a community, but we can't build this community if we're all just in our nonchalant bag, just like, "Oh yeah, I'm chilling, I'm alright." Like, we can have a community if you want, but I'm cool either way. It's like, it's so stupid. And what happens, it just means a lot of us end up suffering in silence because we're scared to look soft. We're scared to look like we're beg friends. We're scared to look like we're begging it. And I'll be honest, this has probably been in my subconscious for so long, and it pisses me off because it's so fucking stupid. I definitely remember having this in the back of my head when I was at uni. Because I went to uni in Essex, which obviously is not in London, and I met people that were really friendly. In the back of my head, I was thinking, wait,
are they begging it? But I was like, what? What does that even mean?
what does that even mean? And then I used to have this back and forth in my brain, bro, it's fine to be friendly. It's fine. It's okay to make your intentions known that you want to be friends with someone. That's okay. But anyway, enough of that. And low-key, I think this is a massive reason why so many people in London are fucking depressed, man. Honestly, we're all so lonely and too scared to voice our loneliness because it makes you look like you're desperate for something. It's like, bro, maybe I am desperate. Maybe I am desperate for connection because I'm a fucking human. Sorry, I apologize for being a human. So a lot of London culture is pretending that you're not a person, pretending you don't have feelings, pretending that you're not affected by things. It's all just fake. And I think a lot of this actually stems from a fear of rejection. I think people in London are very, very afraid and they have a massive egos. So they kind of hide this fear of being rejected by just playing it cool and keeping everyone at arm's distance. Because if you don't let anyone in the first place, then you can't be hurt, right? That's the theory. And I think too many people have fallen for that theory. All right, let's talk about the gatekeeping and the fear of standing out. I don't know about you, but personally, I think there's so much gatekeeping in London. I feel like if you don't know the right people and know the right person to ask, there's so many opportunities that are gonna just walk right past you because you weren't aware of them. Whether it's music, fashion, content creation, people don't want to support you unless you're already popping. People don't want to support you unless you're already in the process of blowing up or you're already blown. You see so many creators and people in general that blow up only after they leave London because they get co-signed by Americans or something. And I think there's this like deep fear of standing out. Like everyone wants to be original, but no one wants to be the first one to make the move. I think in general in London, people need to stop playing it so safe. I think there's a lot of repetitive vibes, there's a lot of repetitive kind of music, sounds, and just ideas that I just get regurgitated over and over and again. I think we're kind of stuck in the past a bit. Like we're very much afraid of the future in London. It feels like anyway. Lastly, speaking about the future, let's end this on a positive note. I do think the future is quite bright for London, you know, with all things said. I think there is a cultural shift that's happening in the younger generation. Because here's the thing, change is happening in London. I can sense it, I can see it. Because there's a new wave of young people that are breaking this old crusty mold. There's more young black boys going to therapy, there's more young black boys opening up about their mental health and actually showing their joy, being expressive, making it known that, you know, they're struggling or making it known that they're happy. Because more and more young black men are choosing creativity over conformity. And I love it, I really do. And I can see more and more young people like just showing love to each other, showing love instead of tearing each other down. Whether it's like poetry nights to startups, from mental health pages to podcasts, I think Londoners are, you know, expressing themselves more than ever. We're redefining what it means to be from London, what it means to be black, and what it means to be real. And I think a lot of this is due to the visibility of the alternative UK black experience, thanks to social media. Okay, so I don't hate London because I'm bitter. I don't hate London because, you know, I just left and I'm dunking on you guys because I can finally afford somewhere. I'm critical because I care. And I think we deserve more than this like cultural prison that tells us to act cold, small, and suspicious of each other. We deserve to be soft sometimes, curious, creative, and successful. And I think London's changing and we can be part of that shift. So to every young black man who feels like he doesn't fit in, maybe you were never meant to, bro. Maybe you were meant to lead. Safe. If it resonated with you, feel free to share this to someone who needs to hear it. And let me know in the comments, what do you want to change about London? It's been your boy Pierce. Like and subscribe, this is a new channel. I might do more of this stuff if you like it. Let me know in the comments. And I'll speak to you guys later. Peace. Ooh. Ooh.